Hi everyone! Tonight we are making Instant Pot mushroom risotto. It is super easy and super tasty. Here are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need a couple tablespoons of olive oil, a couple tablespoons of butter, a couple tablespoons of white wine. Get where I'm going with all this. As much mushrooms as you want. That's about a container chopped up, whatever kind of mushrooms you want. One small onion chopped up, about 3.5 cups of chicken stock, and the most important ingredient, your rice. So arborio rice, that is the one you need. That is the one you want for making this. We are going to turn our Instant Pot on and we are going to set it to saute. So we are going to saute our onions first in our butter. So we're going to get those in there right now. Don't mind my angle for a second. We're also going to need salt and pepper. I always forget those. So we'll grab our salt and pepper. All right. So I just put my butter in there and I'm going to add my onions. We're going to cook those for about 3 minutes because these saute really fast in the Instant Pot. So you don't need too long like you would over the stove. The Instant Pot gets the job done really well. So we'll get that going. I'll be back with you in 3 minutes when we are going to switch this over to our mushrooms, and I will see you back here. Okay, we are back. So my mushrooms are, you can see in there, getting nice, toasty. Not too toasty. We just wanted them a little bit translucent, a little bit softened. So we're going to add our olive oil. Sprinkle some olive oil in there. It doesn't have to be that precise. You can if you want. And then we are going to throw our mushrooms in. We are going to let those mushrooms cook down for just a few minutes in that olive oil. And you can chop them up more if you want. I didn't chop them up that great. I like them kind of chunky. So I might poke a few of them now, make them a little bit smaller. When you buy your mushrooms, it's better to buy them whole. They don't go bad as fast. And you know, these days we care about that a lot more because we are cooking at home a lot and things happen and you might not get them made the day you want. But this is a good recipe. It serves about 4, more or less depending on how much you like to eat. So those are cooking down just a little. We're going to give that just a minute. So I didn't mention Parmesan cheese, Parmesan and parsley. They make great toppings. I will put some Parmesan after. The recipes, you could add the Parmesan if you want while at the end when you're just finishing everything off. I don't. I think it's better added if you're gonna have leftovers, which I usually do because there's only 2 of us here. So I'll usually just put the Parmesan on the ones I'm eating. I just think it keeps better that way and keeps the flavors more pure, and it reheats better that way. So we are getting these mushrooms down. They're cooking down a lot here. You can see. We're doing just another minute more here, like this. So just a reminder, you know, when you cook, you're supposed to cook with wine that you wouldn't mind drinking. So, you know, let's face it, it's quarantine. Shit's expensive, and you don't want to go to the store that often, and it's fine. Franzia, crisp white. It's a little bit sweeter than you want a white to be, but works for our purposes. The dark red box is not bad either if you're looking for stuff. Don't worry, I will never tell you to drink the Zinfandel. That's always terrible. But in a pinch, when you're broke, Franzia is an acceptable substitute. Just so you know. Alright. So we are getting those down there. Very nice. All right. So, and then again, like I said, I'm just kind of chopping these up with my spatula a little bit. So now we are going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I just have just regular Mediterranean sea salt. I like sea salt better. Put some of that in there. When cooking, I am obsessed with Lowry's, so I always put Lowry salt in everything. I mean, Lowry's pepper. Their salt's great too, but the pepper's better. Just gives it a little ooze. Alright. So, that's smelling really good. Okay, so now that we've got that, we are going to take our rice and we are going to pour our rice in. And we are going to get that a little bit coated with the olive oil here. And just give it just another minute to toast. And then we are going to deglaze our pan with our white wine. That's always the best part. Deglazing just makes everything taste so much better. You get up those little brown bits, which are all seasoning, all flavor. So again, this is really simple. This is supposed to be just a quick weeknight meal. You know, you can substitute certain things if you want to make it vegan. Don't use chicken stock, use veggie stock. You know, use vegan cheese. It's really up to you. I prefer the chicken broth. I think it tastes better, but I think you could make it taste kind of more vegan with some nutritional yeast. I have not experimented with that yet in my experimentations with veganism. So if you have, I'd love to hear in the comments. Okay, so that's been in the oil for just a little bit. There's a good sizzle. That's the sizzle we want with our white wine. So I just put a little of that in there, mixing things up just a little bit more. And then I'm going to do another splash in there. Make sure we get all mixed up. All those nice brown bits. Nice and Alright. So, these are nice and coated. We have one more splash to go. So, it didn't sizzle as much, so that means it's perfect. So, we're going to let that cook off for just another second here. And then we are going to add our chicken stock. Give it a little mix. And then what I want you to do, I want you to set your pressure to 10 minutes. Just regular high pressure, 10 minutes. You're going to give it 10 minutes at pressure. You're going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes. And then you're going to quick release the rest. Then you'll have delicious, delicious risotto. And you can add your cheese or whatever other toppings you want to it at that point. I will show you our finished product in about 25 minutes or so. Because it does take a few minutes to get your pressure cooker up to speed. So this isn't the quickest meal, but it is an easy meal. Like I said, risotto usually takes hours. We're talking, you know, how long has this been? Maybe 35 minutes for some of the best risotto you'll ever have. Alright, so I'm adding my chicken stock here. I use Better Than Bouillon. I don't usually mess around with other types of chicken stock because it's expensive, and Better Than Bouillion's fairly cheap. You can get, you know, several worth for like $5. You can get like, you know, 3 or 4 different containers worth of chicken stock at the store. I'm just getting the last of the Better Than Bouillon out of the bowl, making sure it's mixed in there. All right. So I am going to get this turned on, and I will see you back here when it is ready. So 10 minutes at pressure, 10 minutes quick release, and then rapid release at the end of that. Hey everyone, we are back now that our food is ready. We will leave it right here. Well, at 11 minutes. So we are going to make sure all our steam is released. And if that's all released, sometimes it doesn't take that long. So it only took the 10 minutes. So we can unlock this now and check on our food. Okay, our steam has stopped releasing. It is safe to open our pot. Your Instant Pot shouldn't open until it is ready. It should have a safety feature. So, you can look in there. It looks like there's a little liquid on top. Don't worry about that. Once you mix it in, it will all get mixed in. So, this is what our... So, we are going to put these in bowls. And we are going to enjoy some. So, you can just use the same spoon you were using before. Nice and thick and cheesy and good. So that is all it takes to make really good Instant Pot ramen. I mean, Instant Pot mushroom risotto, not ramen. What are we making tonight? I don't know. That's what happens when we make this video over a while. All right. Bon appetit. Have a good night. Stay safe out there.